Shazam! How's everyone doing? I'm back. Back again. Guess who's back? Tell a friend. Yep, you're working on. Well, sure. Shorter than you. Smurfs. I grew up on them. Loved them as a kid. Watch who was the guy who created Peo? Love me the Smurfs. Had a bunch of the little rubber buggers. It's probably one of the few non-action figure, non-transformer type things I even bothered with. And we got some instructions. Oh God, please tell me it's not a giant fold-out sheet. Oh my God, it's a giant fold-out sheet. That sucks. You know, had I known, I probably would have taken a million pictures of it and turned it into a PDF, but that's okay. That's okay. You know, it's probably Ballady now that I think about it. Because I'm looking at the Ballady Iron Man. Let's get everything situated. Oh, top down view. Not going to need those instructions for a little while. But as you can see from the picture I like to post in my corner, there's our camera. This is what we're going to end up building. And yeah, it's those tiny little diamond, nano, whatever blocks. 61 steps, more or less 61 layers. Two bags, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, I still had that from the last one. I've actually got Smurfette and Papa Smurf, but I wanted to build Smurfette first. Put that up there for now. I don't think I'm going to need a lot of trays. I do have the Ballady puller, so I will have that handy if I need it. I'm just making some assumptions here. So you know what, we're going to do all the same size mixed. That worked well for me and should, I'm hoping, keep the trays reduced. And as you can see, the scale is really tiny, like really, really, really tiny. It's really only like 3 colors, except for a little bit of red. So since I'm not really doing a color sort, it should make my life pretty easy. May have to get up once in a while. I did have chili. And my guts are already telling me I am going to regret it. I think it's under 1,000 pieces. I didn't look it up. So I've got Smurfette, Papa Smurf. Hey, Jordan, Shazam. What's good, brother? Wife and daughter are at the brother-in-law's. They're out seeing the Rock movie. I had zero interest in seeing it. It's a DC property. I really don't spend money on DC movies. Zero interest. I don't even care what the ratings are about it. Just, to me, Black Adam is a very B-level character. Hey, I'm glad The Rock dug him, but not my cup of tea. Plus, I wanted to build at least one thing today before new bricks tonight. I really want to move on to cars, so that's why I'm trying to plow through all my non-Lego, non-mainstream sets. Which I've made pretty good progress on. Here. A little bit of everything there. A lot of the 1x4, 2x4, sorry. I'm snowing like crazy. So the snow did hit. So just listing bricks on BrickLink, doing laundry. Yeah, I got up, went for my walk. Wifey was doing laundry, and they took off. So I figure I got peace and quiet for most of the afternoon. Not much in the way of food, but I can always get off my ass and go grab something. It sucks that I gotta spend so much time pre-sorting, but these things are so small, I don't want to be hunting for them. So was it much snow? Or it's still snowing, you're saying? So you don't even know how much yet. Fishing out 2x4s right now. I debated if I was going to wear my Smurf shirt while doing the Smurfs. It was kind of always the intention when I started buying the gimmick shirts. I'd wear them relative to the streams, but that's not always possible. And I only have one Smurf shirt. But I wanted to do Smurfette too, so yeah, what am I going to do? Still going. I was shocked to see Louis Vuitton store in Yorkville all gussied up with the Lego bricks as a display. It's like nuts. I mean, they always spend a lot of money on their displays, don't get me wrong, but it's like, oh, that is something. Very relatable. Kids and Christmas and Lego, all ages. Actually, I think it's an interesting pairing, although I'm sure Lego had nothing to do with it. I can't even be 100% sure they even use Lego. I zoomed in on my photography, and I can't tell. I don't see dimples, which would be a telltale sign of some of the brick companies out there, but I can't see imprints either, because I wasn't even thinking that far. I was just tickled to see. Supposed to be 10, 20 centimeters of snow today. I was just tickled to see that display. So, and I don't know when they set that up. I'll assume on the 1st, like a lot of stores do, their Christmas displays. But I've been walking around and it's like, oh, you know. So I put on my headset. I get in the zone and I just walk and walk and walk and walk. And today, just like instead of doing straight laps, I just zigzag through the building and walked in front of the Lego store a few times, like with that big Iron Man, and then kept trying to make a decision. Do I want it? It's impressive. Like, I know I've already heard some of the flaws, but dude, that thing is so big. Like, if you like massive builds, it's hard to beat that gigantic new Iron Man. But I'm almost Iron Man'd out. I mean, I built my Nano one. I've got another one to build up here that's Lego scale. I've got the original UCS Hulkbuster. So I don't know how much more Iron Man I want. I'm a big Iron Man mark. I think I'm almost done with the 2x4s. Jump on with you in like 10 minutes if you want. Cool. Banana bread to take out of the oven. Nice. Yeah, I had chili and then I had a banana just because it settles the stomach. But banana bread, that would rock. Drop a message in the chat. Better chance of me seeing that since I don't have the headset on just yet. When you do come by. This way you're not sitting there in the green room forever. Because unless I got the headset on, I never hear it. I don't know how long I'm going to stream. My head is actually killing me. Being here at the desk is not good when you have a headache. But I want to build. Ooh. Don't know what the hell those are. Oh, they're supposed to be eyes. All right. Well, yeah, I got 2 eyes. I will probably move those. Yeah, thank you for reminding me you use this Facebook notifications. So yeah, actually we'll move the eyes elsewhere. So we got big bricks there. Oh, and we got tiles too, eh? Well, I'm going to make an assumption that there's not going to be many tiles. I'm just going to put all the tiles in one place. Hey, Ryan. Heading out. hang Christmas lights before it gets colder. That's probably a good idea. I still need to take the bikes off the balcony. Not so bad. I also know I'm going to need some help putting them where I want in storage, so I need me lady folk. Lifted a nice Smurf Village wallpaper. Did my usual magic on it. Gaussian blur. Just so that I can have something a little different and a little unique. I caught you, little skate artist. I think I've almost got all the ones I want to pick up. I see some tiles. Let's see what we can get like threes. Where's that head side? This way. And of course, my nose is killing me. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, let's put the headset on backwards. I don't need a microphone. So when Jordan shows up, excuse me. Going for all the 1x3s. And I'm putting the tiles as I find them. Ooh, there's a 4. I gotta get a Mindstorms kit. I think there's some potential using some programs to just have it sort stuff either by color or by shape or something. I've seen enough people do it. Mindstorm with the optical sensors. These might be too small though. I have no idea how tall this is going to be. I can't compare it to Iron Man. I put Iron Man in the cabinet. He's going to live there for a long time. I got IG-88 in the DTOF. That was interesting. Not that he was sketchy to put in. He was surprisingly solid. It's just I'm worried about a good whack on that cabinet and him falling over. Because he's very tall, 19.5 inches. Not much of a base. I thought about cheating and using a 3M strip, like a hanging thing, and then running a clear fishing line. So you couldn't see it, just as a backup, like a harness. But I don't really want to do that. Aussie 1x2s. Tiles are weird because they just look like little boxes. And of course, this has the same problem with the instructions as Iron Man did, in the sense that they gray out previous steps. And I hate that. I know they think that helps, but I'd rather see outlines around a color than see them gray out a color. Me and Ryan tonight, 8 o'clock on my channel Eastern, 9 o'clock on his. Although I'm not sure if he's posted any links or thumbnails yet. Okay, so that's 2s. I'm gonna pick up these weird pointy bits. It's easier to pick up the pointy bits, even if there's less of them, than it is to go after some of the other stuff. Oh, there's a 2. You ever look down at your arm and wonder how the hell that tiny little piece of plastic got on there? I mean, it looks like it's a perforation from something. So there's a tile, 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 tile. I don't want to put these all into ones because some of these are tiles. So and ones, okay. Okay, that looks pretty safe. All right, now the second and last bag. Static, oh my goodness. That stuff just makes everything stick everywhere. I decided not to turn all the lights on. See how we do with that. So I'm going to make some assumptions. I got 3 bins here. 8. I don't know how many of these big boys I got, but let's see if we can fish out all the biggest. Oh, there's some mold release agent. It's gone, though. Hey, hang on, Jordan. Let's see. Where'd the mouse go? I hate the sleep mode on this thing. Shazam.
How's it going?
Good. So you're snowed in right now, enjoying the cold because it gives you the excuse to do your inventory.
Yeah, both kids actually just fell asleep too. So we had the cold and flu run through our house this week.
Dude. I know Ryan's dealing with a little bit of that too. I got like 25% sick rate. Like people are just dropping like flies right now.
Yeah, my wife works at Costco and those sick calls in the morning are very high.
Yeah. And of course, as soon as the weather changes, I know some people are just like, I don't really, I'm not really up to it today.
It happens. It happens. It's just this time of season, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though, when I was at Walmart yesterday, it felt like start of COVID days. There's a lot more masks. Everyone's like not wanting to be near each other. It was
we're seeing some of that here in Toronto too. Well, on the news, you also got the media mongers. They're sitting there and pushing their thing again. And that's what people are listening to. And, they're getting their, 15 minutes of news and then they're acting on it. It's like, okay, I just want everyone to be safe. So,
yeah, no, it's do what you feels best for you and yours. That's what I always say.
Yeah. I did notice a few people who had taken them off had put them back on at work. And, that's cool.
Yeah, it's just we've been waiting. It's late for us to get snow in November. Well, sometimes it takes this long, but usually we have snow at like Halloween already. So
sometimes we get that first little kiss of snow on Halloween night. Just let you know it's coming.
Yeah, Halloween for us was beautiful. It was a little chillier, but there was no snow. But yeah, the snow is definitely coming down now.
No, I dread it.
I like winter. This is why I have no hair on my head, but I got my nice big beard going. So
yeah, that's the thing. I will shave a lot less once the snow starts kicking in. It's like because I don't like scarves, so anything I can do to.
Well, we usually have fit testing for work for like CBAs and stuff, and they haven't announced that yet. And usually it's in October, and I'm like, why can't we do it during the summer where I can keep my beard and stay warm in the winter, and then I'll shave in the summer, no problem.
Yeah. Hey, you're lucky, that we don't live in Australia. When COVID kicked in, especially if you're a part of medical services, they had to shave.
Oh, really?
Yeah, paramedics, doctors, pretty much Australia and I think New Zealand, for the most part, they were shaving to, get the right fit with their fancy masks. And it's like, okay.
Well,
they were real upset about that.
I used to work at a chemical plant, and I wasn't able to have facial hair there in case they had to put something on. Yeah. So I had facial hair. Like all my son knew me always having facial hair, and then I started there, and I didn't. There's like a 3-year stint of me with pictures with no beard or anything. So now I always have something.
My daughter. I mean, I was probably her first couple of years of life, I wasn't shaved too much. And then, I shaved it clean and scared the hell out of her. She didn't recognize me. Oh, yeah, that was traumatic. That was a big deal. So I'm punishing myself again with this nano block crap. But I got this on top of Smurf, and then I'll have it out of my system.
Yeah, that stuff is. I've thrown away a lot of that. Let's put it that way.
Well, I imagine you don't come close to getting a set of it. It's just odd blocks mixed in, right?
Yeah, and they're so small and
They're
annoying.
brutally small. Like I can't say. I mean, I don't get me wrong. The Iron Man build is amazing and it's beautiful and it's going to look great permanently put together because I will never break that down. Um, if I decide to get it off the shelf, it'll go into a large Ziploc and that's where it'll live.
Yeah. I'm just going through used parts right now, so the painstaking task of looking at every piece and my Lego room is a disaster though. I need to.
I think that's everybody's Lego.
Oh, it's. I've gotten like 3 collections that I haven't fully gone through yet, and they're just piling up on each other.
I think I should fish for posts to see. Show us your worst Lego setup. Like I know a lot of people like to show off how clean or how organized. Like okay, that's great, but that's not all of us. That's probably the exception and not the rule. I mean, with the stores, I would think you have to be kind of organized, but
well, I'm organized for my stuff that's listed.
Yeah,
my stuff that's not listed that I'm not organized. So I have some work to do. I had to go through my sets to make sure I didn't have any of them that I sold locally were still on my BrickLink store.
Right.
And that was a pain in the butt.
Now you only have BrickLink, you don't have BrickOwl, right?
No, I haven't touched BrickOwl. I have an account. I just haven't used it yet.
I mean, those that use it love it for the most part, but then you have to use something like BrickSync or something else.
Yeah. I do all my I add all my brick onto my BrickLink store through BrickLink. I don't have any secondary or like conversion thing.
Yeah, because I would always be worried about it going poof, and it's like all that work.
Some of them you need to have a computer that's always running.
Ouch.
And I could have that per se, but I don't know. It's like why I don't do eBay, right? It's just I don't want to have multiple things listed in multiple places and then multiple storage containers. I just want it simple.
And then track, where did it sell first?
Yeah, and I don't have that much space. Like my space is pretty limited, so I'm a small fish in a big sea.
I'm contemplating tearing down half of what you guys normally see in my stream setup, and then moving even the backlog into storage, just so I have more floor space and less of a cave for this. And maybe going back to my green screen days.
Do you like your cave though?
I do. It's definitely different. As a building environment, it's actually pretty cool. It's actually, I kind of did it half as a joke just because my wife had pissed me off when she said I couldn't put more bookcases. And because I had agreed I would keep all the backlog in a certain space. And that's fine. She held me to that agreement, but it's like, okay, well, I have the space above my head. That's when I ran those boards over my head. And now I'm using all that space too. It's like, okay. The evolution of this space has been funny over the last 3 years.
I was underneath the stairs for a long time, and that just grew out of space, and I kept hitting my head on the roof, on the ceiling.
Yeah, that'll do it for you.
And I asked the wife if I could take the storage room, and she said yes, and now I'm like, I've been looking off-site for anything, but it's just way too expensive and not... At that point, you have to go full-time, so...
I know a few people who are using 100-foot storage units as their store. And what they're doing is, so they go in there, they'll walk in, they'll close the door shy of a few inches, and they'll spend 2, 3, 4 hours. They got their iPads and they're doing their orders out, and then they leave, and it's kind of treating it as a cheap storefront.
Yeah, I could see that.
They're doing that for about $150 to $200 a month. So that's a cost, that you wouldn't be paying right now, but it works for them.
You need heated as well.
Well, it's all these storage units are environmentally controlled and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good because you're basically in a big concrete building, and like most of the ones I'm in are 4 to 6 floors, elevator going up and down, trolleys to help you in and out with your big stuff.
Yeah, I've thought about doing something like that, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. Again, it's then you're putting in. You have that overhead. Like I know it's only $200, maybe $300 max, but that's still extra overhead.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
And I
Well,
don't. I'm not saying like I can afford that. I'm not saying I'm not making that. I just would prefer to.
Yeah, I mean, if you break that down over a month, it's probably not as scary sounding. But yeah, because if you take 150 or even up to 200 max and break that out over 30 days, then it's not such a scary number. But you have to be moving a certain amount of product for that to be worth it. And for a lot of the BrickLink stores where it's just a hobby with a little action on the side, like that's totally not worth it.
I think for me, my biggest issue would be is I think I'd get like complacent. I'd be like, oh, I don't see it, so I don't have to work on it.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Well,
that's that office mentality. Like you've got to be able to, get up and go into the office to maintain the business. And that's the thing with using the storage unit as your business. Like, yeah, you got to have that motivation to get up and go.
Yeah. So for me, having it here is, and I can work on it like after I'm done gaming with a friend or like right now my kids are asleep and I have laundry going. I can go back and forth and get it done.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, you definitely got every advantage where you are. It's just once you get so big, then you outgrow it.
Yeah. I do private picks every once in a while, so I have a couple guys that I'm friends with.
Yeah, you showed that before, the stuff that was laid out, and you had a couple guys come by.
I did it a couple weeks ago, so I don't mind doing those. It helps me get rid of some stock. I got rid of about maybe a quarter of a 102-liter tote, which didn't seem like a bunch, but it actually was a bit. So.
That's one thing I really hate having people come over. I love meeting people at like our local Timmy's up the street for my Kijiji deals, but yeah, I'm not a fan of them coming over.
Well, these are guys that I've known for a few years now, so it's they like my wife knows who they are now and stuff like that. So I feel a little more comfortable. If it was some randoms, maybe not. But.
And I totally dropped the ball this summer. I thought it would do a lot more on Kijiji with like even the trading cards. Because the summer prior, I was all over that. And it's like, you know what? I really didn't feel that social. And I really hate doing I'm going to list that people say they're going to come and then they don't. So what I end up doing is I set up, when I'm selling the cards, for example, I'll set up 3 appointments. 1 for 1, 1 for 2, 1 for 3.
Mm-hmm.
And if they stiff me on the first one, then I've got the other ones as backup. And if I make the sale on the first one, well, I apologize to the next 2. I'm sorry. Just because I can't, if the first one misses out, then I got to wait another day or 2 or a week and make the sale again. It's like, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll usually let people know, like, okay, this is happening. Yeah, you're the second in line. You're the third. I'm generally pretty good about that. I'll admit I don't do that all the time. I don't say that all the time.
Well, this year I did really want to do like a Lego convention sale thing. I was contemplating it.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't. The weekends I wouldn't work, and I actually had like 3 other BrickLink stores lined up in Saskatchewan to come with me and do it. Like in my garage.
Yeah, I mean, you get a bunch of guys who are willing to do the tables and split that cost initially. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was going to happen, but we just the weekends wouldn't work, and I work shift work, so some weekends I do work, and it was just.
Are you like on a continental shift?
No, so we work a 5-week rotation. So I have we have 5 teams. So usually most shift places have 4, and you have built-in overtime, right?
Okay.
So we have 5. So we get a flex week.
Okay.
So our flex weeks, we either have to work 3 shifts or 2 shifts, and we could book it off as well, then have 12 days off. So
nice.
This is my flex week right now. I'm off till Wednesday now, so I already worked.
That's a unique schedule.
I like it. I guess spend way more time with my family, like my kids.
I like working 4 days a week, 10 hours. I don't like starting Sunday though, but
yeah. See, I used to work 4/10s.
Yeah. Well, I resisted it for a long time, like 5 years, preferring only to work 8-hour days. But that meant, driving to work on the 5th day. And it's like, at one point I realized, well, my life was evening out a bit where, you know what, I shouldn't resist it so much because it's a huge savings to not driving back and forth on a day. So it's like,
So your daughter's older too, right? So it's
now she's in university, so
yeah.
3 or 4 years ago, I agreed to what the company wanted finally, because I resisted forever. And it's like, yeah. But the funny thing was, they said, okay, we did like the fact you crossed over shifts before. Can you do Tuesday to Friday? Go, hell no. I want my Fridays off like everyone else on my shift,
Yeah.
They were hoping I would still cross over between what was then Monday to Thursday and then the Friday, Saturday, Sunday shift by me overlapping on the Friday. It's like, no, I don't want to be at work on Fridays. Never again.
Yeah, see, so like my wife works somewhat shift work as well. So she kind of covers what I can't. We're going to be kind of switching soon here where kids are going to be left alone for a little bit, but they're getting old enough where we think they'll be fine.
Yeah, that was a fun moment. It was my nanny's husband. When he passed and we moved her back to the coast. Then I was like, okay, well, what are we going to do with my daughter? It's like, well, I talked to my wife. I said, she's at that age where, when I was at that age, I was home alone and my daughter was really good. And I think she'd be trusted. And, we gave her the cell phone and this and that. And, we street proofed her and what to do and not to do. And, it all worked out. But I tell you, man, that was scary moments.
It's a leap.
Anxious. Well, for us, it was huge because we definitely kept her pretty sheltered.
Yeah.
For better, for worse, it's just the way we end up raising her. She was a lot more sheltered than I was. That's for sure. I mean, I know where she is literally every minute. Between the tracking apps on the phone and everything else, and she's very good at calling. I mean, yeah, now she's out to midnight with her boyfriend and stuff. It's like I still know where she is.
Oh, she has a boyfriend.
Yeah, that's university and boyfriend all in the same year. It's like, oh, jeez.
Louise.
She caught up on she caught up on all the stuff she lost with her high school burning down and COVID and everything else and the lack of social activity. She caught up with that in 1 year. Boom.
You probably weren't ready for that.
It wasn't so bad, and he's a nice kid.
Oh,
I actually have a lot of fun because every time I see him, even to his face in front of his own mom, I won't call him by his name. So his name is Josh. So what I do is I come up with a different name that starts with J every time I see him. I pretend I'm dumb. Hey, Jason. Hey, Jacob. Hey, Jesus.
You're cruel.
Hey, Jemediah. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm old. And it's just been the running joke now. And the one time that they kind of bombed me at Swiss Chalet, like I was having dinner with my family, and then he showed up with his mom and sat down at a table away, and I kind of sort of knew who he was, and then right in front of his mom, I called him by another name, and my wife was just in hysterics. She couldn't believe I did that. It's like, yeah,
jeez.
I know his name. I'm just having fun.
Yeah, see, mine's 6, so I don't have to wait for boys yet. But right now, I'm terrified.
Well, I used to make a joke all the time. I was trying to raise her to be a good little lesbian just so I wouldn't have to worry about the boys. And that was just, and I got a lot of flack from people. Like, you can't say that to your kid. I go, oh, come on. And, but, hey, I'm happy. She likes boys. That's all good. I mean, whatever she was going to decide no matter what I approved of. But
well, my daughter's she's very strong. Let's put it that way, like strong-willed.
Yeah,
So I'm not too worried, but at the same time, she, it's still your baby.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, 100%. And we made the decisions we did to give her the best, and she's fortunate that we made some of those decisions, because basically, as long as she stays in school, she's got free ride through university, but she lives at home with us, not on campus. She has to have reasonable hours. She still has chores. You're still a member of this family. You live here. You respect the rules of this house. But no, she's a good kid. Hopefully, university pans out the way she wants it to, because not everyone goes and ends up in the field they study in.
I did not go to university, so.
Well, I did the college thing, and it's like, office administration and legal, but I'm not a legal secretary right now. I'm a MHE trainer for, the biggest retailer in the country. So it's like, college, university is not for everyone.
Yeah, for me, it was just, I'm not great in the whole learning in a class.
Well, I couldn't go back. That's for sure. It's hard enough last fall when I had to do 4 days of classroom for my certification. And it's like, the hardest part of that wasn't the study. It was staying awake. Sitting, I can't sit for long periods of time. And the idea of being in a classroom for 8 hours and being tested 3 times during that 8 hours to get my certification, it's like, that was horrible. And worse, being tested by someone half my age who, I have forgotten more than he knows about this stuff. But yeah, no, I'm glad I don't have to go back to school. I'm too old to learn new tricks.
If I had to, I'll figure it out, but I just personally don't want to.
Yeah, I'll make every decision I can not to. Like, all right, I'll sidestep this way. I'll try something else that way. So, yeah, I don't want to. Starting over, nah.
Not my thing.
I'm almost completely sorted, which is good.
Going through these, they're called faucet pieces.
Is that really what they're called?
It says brick modified faucet.
I don't understand where they come up with that name for it.
I know, because I was looking for them and I couldn't figure it out, and then I took a Google camera picture with it or whatever, and came up as faucet.
Yeah, Google Lens, I tell you, isn't that awesome?
It is.
It's not perfect, but it sure helps.
Well, I used to never use it, and then I had a buddy of mine. He's like, you gotta use it. I use it all the time for torsos, so I started using it, and I've liked it so far.
Nice.
But yeah, my Lego mess is. I gotta climb over stuff to put away drawers. It's painful.
That's why I am fortunate. Like, despite the chaos, I mean, actually, this is not too bad. I mean, it's very overwhelming if someone who hasn't seen my setup before and they come in, they enter the apartment, they come into the living room, and then they see that, at the shank point of the L, that's the living room to the kitchen, and they see what I've done here with the desk and basically built a room inside of this big L. Like, it's shocking, but I could tear it down in an hour. There's only a handful of screws. I know where they are. Pop them out, and all the IKEA cabinets behind me, the Billies, they all come apart. It would take me longer to take all the boxes off the shelves than it would to take this setup down.
Yeah, my desk is one of the very, very messy parts as well. So I'm trying to. I need to clean this off. Hopefully this days off. My wife and I actually have days off together, which is quite rare. So I don't know. We'll see what happy wife, easy life, right?
Yeah, that also means you got to entertain her. My wife literally told me a day, you bore me. I go, yeah, you don't do a lot for me sometimes either, honey. Well, no, I mean, hey, 33-ish, whatever years. I mean, but because she doesn't have much in the way of hobbies. I mean, I think that's why she's so tied in with the Girl Scouts. Because when my daughter was involved with that organization, okay, that made sense back then. But my daughter's moved on, Rangers, and then left. And now it's like, but you're still, I keep trying to talk my wife out of it. Hey, she's a saint. And I'm glad she's into it because at least it's something. But it drives me crazy because I know it's stressful for her.
Yeah, my son is in Scouts, so
great organizations.
They've asked me to be a leader multiple times, but
yeah. I mean, it's the pyramid scheme. You come in and then you got to find your replacement. Well, they're always looking,
I do a lot of the activities with them, and they just I'm just like, I don't know if I have the right how do I put it, right demeanor to do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, and I've done a lot of donated time. I've been the shunt truck for operations. I've done, moving them back and forth to the different campsites in Ontario. But, to be more than that, a formal commitment, like, But yeah, I was a Boy Scout, and it hadn't not been for my daughter, my wife wouldn't have been involved. But it's like, we're definitely a scouting family. We would believe in the organization. I think it has value for the boys and the girls, especially in this day and age. Gets them away from the digital toys.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun. We just moved to a new troop this year, so we're still kind of adjusting to. We've been to the same one for like 6 years almost, and then this one we had to move to a new one because of the day because my son just moved up to Scouts from Cubs.
Okay.
So he had to switch nights to where he was before, but this night is when my kids do Ukrainian dance. So Ukrainian dance kind of takes precedent over anything.
Okay.
So we had to switch them. So it's been kind of an adjustment, just dealing with the new people and kind of understanding what they expect and kind of their demeanors and whatnot too. So
I love the activities, and I like even during COVID, watching the organization try to pivot and adjust and find ways to still involve kids. Even I didn't like the online crap, but
yeah, the Zooms were we lost a lot of kids.
Yeah. Oh, so there was a huge consolidation of troops in Ontario because they just couldn't get people to come back, and it was because and I don't blame the parents either, because they're sitting there like, oh, my kid's already doing school 5 days a week. I'm having to be tech support for that, and now 1 day a week you guys are not even meeting, and it's like, yeah, because the places that we meet won't allow us to gather. That was a constant struggle for the ladies, and I feel bad for them.
Yeah, it was rough for sure, but it's nice now to get back into it. It's just
it's rebounded quickly. Like my wife has double the number they had before COVID all of a sudden, and they're struggling because they need, it's a certain number of kids to the leaders. And it's like,
yeah.
So there's a lot of recruiting going on now. They're trying anyway.
See, my issue is since I work shift, it is a lot more difficult to commit to anything like that.
Yeah.
Just because like some nights I can't make it, right? But
yeah.
I joined our Ukrainian dance board this year, which has been interesting to say the least.
So you're part of the administration now.
I'm a member at large. It's all women and then me. So I don't know if your kids were. I don't know if your daughter was ever in dance, but dance moms can be different sometimes.
Oh, for sure.
And most of the boarders, like all the
boarders,
she did
1 year of ballroom, and then she kind of like that petered out a bit. I thought she would dig it more, but
No, and I, like the board is really good. Like I like pretty much everyone on the board is really good. It's the deal with some of the other parents that's been already different, and so
I'll tell you what my biggest problem with the ballroom dancing was. So my daughter went into the entry level program, and I didn't like watching my daughter dance with a guy who was 21 years old. That bothered me a lot. I didn't think it would, and then I saw this guy. It's like it just looked, yeah. Don't get me wrong, the guy was nice and everything, but yeah, it bothered me a little.
It was a mental hurdle to get over.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm still pretty much a dinosaur, I guess.
So how was your breakfast this morning? I heard you said to start your stomach hurts.
Well, I ended up having chili for breakfast. That's literally because we didn't have a lot of food in the house.
I thought you and your daughter were going out for breakfast this morning.
No, we did that yesterday.
Oh, I was yesterday.
And even yesterday, you know what I had for breakfast, which was horrible? New York fries, hot dog and poutine. Well, here's the thing. So we're gonna hit our breakfast joint, and then I'm driving and we're talking. Me and my best friend and my daughter, and I'm driving and I go through the intersection where I should have turned. Like, oh shoot, I'll have to turn around. And my buddy goes, well, no. She wants to get a particular Lego set for a friend. I go, yeah, well, let's just head to the local mall. We're going in that direction, and he goes, we'll figure out something to eat down there. Well, I said we can try, and sure enough, there was like nothing open for breakfast, and what little there was like maybe okay for lunch, but yeah, that's okay. But it wasn't bad. Like we liked the poutine, everything was okay.
I had a blueberry muffin this morning.
That's it?
And coffee. Yeah, that was it.
Oh my goodness.
I honestly don't eat breakfast that often because I don't have time usually in the morning.
Okay.
Like when I work day shift, my kids go to daycare at 5:30 in the morning while I'm at work at 6. So we're up at about 4:20 in the morning to just get my kids ready to go to school. Yeah, go to daycare then go to school. So it's always not the most convenient.
My wife had egg quiche or something. I don't know what my daughter had. By the time I came back from walking, as I what's left, she goes, well, I'll have to shop for food when I come back. I go, okay, so what can I eat? I mean, I like to eat meat heavy, not keto, but I do like to, go heavy on the proteins. And in the end, I just, well, you know what? There's a can of steak chili. A can of steak chili and a banana. And it's like, all right. And I've been burping up ever since.
I haven't had lunch yet. I might have to. Well, it's 11. It's 1 o'clock here now, right? Yeah. I might have to go. I might have to go. I got some KD in the fridge. I might go eat. So.
Oh, that's evil. I can eat it. I don't like it. I can eat it.
I don't mind KD.
My wife loves zucchini though.
No, KD, not zucchini.
Oh, KD, Kraft Dinner.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I pretty much got the same feeling. I'm not a fan of Kraft Dinner because it's not. It doesn't taste the way it did when we were kids.
Have you had the white cheddar KD?
Yeah.
That's the best one.
If I have Kraft Dinner, I have to add more cheese. Like, I just can't. Yeah, I just can't eat it straight.
I introduced ramen noodles to my son. Now that's like all he wants to eat is ramen.
Oh.
Like Mr. Noodles, the ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you add anything to it?
No.
No?
I don't do soup either. Like I know a lot of people will put water in and leave the water in. Yeah. I drain all the water, then I put the packet on the noodles and I mix it up.
Okay.
So I don't like mine soupy.
I mean, oh my God, these are so hard.
Those are some weird instructions.
Yeah, it's not the first time I've dealt with these. I'm just looking at this one here, and it's like, where's the divider? Oh, they're sneaky. They put it inside.
Oh, your family's home?
No, it's the neighbors.
Oh,
L plate. So it's not even 4. Oh my goodness. This is brutal. I won't need that for a while.
I think I'm going to list my monorail for sale maybe today.
Oh boy. So what's the condition of it?
Like, it looks brand new. Like,
That should be an easy sale.
I mean, like, it is beautiful. No cracking, no fading, no nothing.
No, that will not be a hard sell.
I hope.
You can probably literally ask whatever you want.
Well, I am going to ask a little more because there's so much of it, and it's
Yeah.
all in such good shape, and it's all coming from one person. So,
Okay.
like all from me, right? Like monorail is when you find monorail, you usually find a piece here, a piece there.
Yeah, I know they get put back together, and I missed an opportunity years ago to get a used but supposedly complete box and all. Oh man, I just didn't want to go down that road. It's like stupid me.
Well, I was gonna co-sign it for a guy. Like I'll sell it and then pay him when I sell it, and then I was just like, you know what? I'll just buy it outright from you, and it's over, right? Then
Yeah.
I'll just deal with it when I want to deal with it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
because I've had it for over a year now. So
this is so hard. The contrast is just bad. Because it's small and they squeeze in the instructions so tight. And blowing it up only helps so much because then, like, even with a HD photography, like, it's still not great.
yeah.
And I'm totally fearful of screwing up the parts and then ending up at a point where I don't have the parts I need.
Yeah, because you can't get those parts that easy.
Nope. So, but once I get a few of these levels done and get some of these big pieces out of the way, then it's not so bad. It'll be harder to make a mistake. Six. Wow. Yeah, basically the first step is like jamming 20 pieces together. It's like, oh, guys. But, they get it crammed into one little foldable thing instead of a book. And that's a savings to them too, right? I mean, not having to bind something.
Where do those get manufactured?
Well, in China.
Oh, it's all in China. Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
And they're sold out of China as well, then.
Yeah. Well, you can get them locally for sure.
There's no, I've seen them at stores. I meant like that's where the main distributor, I guess, is then.
Yeah. And in my case, I'll get from Taobao or Ali or any number of similar Asian sellers.
Well, I got a Cloud City Lando I need to sell as well. I didn't realize how much that guy's worth. Like
that's a sweet one.
I gotta figure out. Yeah, I already listed him once, and no one even messaged me. So
really,
yeah.
So you think you were too high, or?
I don't know. I'm gonna just do a full price with shipping included.
Yeah. See, that betrayal at Cloud City set that started all my drama. 4 figures alone are like $600.
Yeah, I have.
It's like crazy. I mean,
I bought that set in a bulk lot.
oh, you're lucky. Well,
You know how
I'm
much I
lucky
paid for the
too because
bulk?
my personal one only cost me $15.
Well, yeah, my bulk lot cost me $150, and that was just one set in there. There's also a Death Star and other stuff too.
Give me 1 second. I'm looking for some tissues. Where'd it go? All right. Where's the headset? There we go. Shazam. Sure enough, ever since I had the chili, my nose is like a faucet. So if I put that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, something doesn't seem kosher here. I'm looking like, so why is this not lining up? Oh. That's why. Okay. One by 6 or 1 by 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Do you need more BrickLink things anytime soon?
I should. I want to kind of hand it off to someone else to do, and then I'll just host it. I'll do the thumbnails, and it'll be my connection, but I'll leave it unbranded and just be that, quiet puppet master in the back, I guess.
How are you liking the growth of the Facebook page?
Oh, it's awesome. 3,300 members. I mean, I wish there was more chatter, but I get it. It is what it is.
Like, what type of chatter do you want, per se?
I just want to see more activity, more people selling. I thought more shops would like the opportunity to have eyeballs looking at their inventory and not be beholden to BrickLink.
So I got a suggestion for you. Why don't you put out a poll and see how many people on that page are actual sellers and how many are customers?
Well, I know how many.
Oh, you do?
Well, I do know how many because my original 724 or 750 offers were only, like, I put it only out to the BrickLink stores. I did that in 5 days. And they virtually all came in except for a few.
Because when people add to join, there's probably at least 2 to 3 people a day, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
You have asking to join.
Yeah.
And so I'm just wondering if
they're joining from all over, and I don't have an issue with them coming from all over as long as I'm not getting weird spam stuff. It's great.
Oh no, I make sure that I make sure they're Canadian too. That's one thing I
that's not a requirement.
Or sorry,
it's not a requirement. Sure
they don't
have my only real request, you got to be able to read their name.
Yeah.
If it's not in English letters, I don't want to see it just because I want to be able to, I'll figure out phonetically how to say someone's name, but I need to be able to read it. But no, and if they're selling, they got to abide by the rules. BrickLink group, well, they better be a BrickLink store. If they're asking, well, you don't have to be a store. You can, the in search of rule is there for them.
Well, I did make a guy delete his ad because he didn't have a store. He was just trying to sell sets.
Yeah, and that's where we can direct them to the Lego Club,
Yeah.
And, and that's growing too. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, I mean, I've never had a problem growing groups. When I had control of Rocky's second group, I had explosive growth. I turned it into an auction group. But then I walked away from that when I was supposed to have full control. And then we had someone join the group, and then they had a history of being bad faith with auction. And then they kind of made fun of, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. They took advantage of their relationship with Rocky. It's like, you know what? I did this just because I wanted to grow an auction group that wasn't going to have bullshit scammers. And it's like, well, if the bullshit scammer is actually your number one buddy, I don't want any part of it.
Yeah.
So sorry, I'm out. And I can't even tell you how good the group's done since, because I legitimately have not looked in on it since. But I had fun with it because, like, and I told people, like, one of the rules we set up is, as long as you clearly list the terms of what is of value that you want to maybe trade for or whatever. Like, I set up auctions where it was Timbits. So I sold stuff. Like, I had Lego frames and Lego this and Lego that. And I said, offer me Timbits. How many Timbits? Now, you can buy them in 50s, 20s, or 10s, right?
Yeah.
So there's your trading value. Now figure out what my Lego is worth. And like one guy I met up in Mississauga. I mean, I was going out there anyway. And for like 3 of the biggest Timbit boxes, I gave him like a Lego frame. And it was probably, if you add up the cost of the Timbits, it was more than what the frame was worth. But he really wanted to see if I would take Timbits for it. I said, oh, yeah, sure. Because I was having fun with the group,
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at promotion. And I just thought this was a great way to promote the group and have some fun. And I was the only one taking it to that extreme. But
See, that's one issue I have is like social media. Like, I have a Facebook page, but I haven't posted there in a couple of weeks. I know I need to. And I just passed 1,000 orders on BrickLink, so I need to post a thing about that.
Every little bit helps, Actually, I'll tell you where I'm having a little bit of success now is the shorts. I pretty much decided I don't think I'll do any more long form reviews. I don't have, except for stuff that's sent in to me for reviews.
Yeah, shorts work great, but that's all like gain those like subs, or it's kind of
well, getting them to convert to subs is hard. But in my case, I'm not worried about that. I'm trying to get my hours back. And now that YouTube is starting to change what subs are worth to us,
yeah,
it's like, okay, you know what? It only takes me, a quarter of the time to make a nice short, at least the way I do it, compared to what I was doing for my review videos. And I was like, you know what? I'll do the short. And I get instant gratification because I see the numbers are higher than everything else I'm doing. So it's like, cool.
Yeah, I
figured out a way to keep it simple.
I just need to do more on social media myself. I'll break this on your channel. I know no one's watching right now.
Oh, thanks.
No, right now. I actually have a new logo. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Did you make it or did you commission it?
One of my best friends, he's like my brother. He's a marketing manager, so he's really good with all that stuff. Okay. So him and I have been working on it for like a month and a half because I wanted a certain way, and now it looks like it. My wife hates a part of it, but I love it. So it doesn't look like the Jamaican flag anymore, just so you know. So you can be happy about that.
I didn't think that was bad. I thought that that made it stand out.
Well, I know, but this is more like classic Saskatchewan look. I'll tell you that.
Oh, okay.
I'll send it to you on Facebook. I'm going to probably unveil it in like maybe a week or two.
Okay, cool.
I'm just trying to get, with Christmas coming up, I'm trying to get a bunch of sets worked on and stuff so I can start selling those.
Right.
Because used sets do sell during Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when they're like, because I pack my sets, I separate all the colors, and I try to make it as professional looking as I can.
I think it definitely helps. I mean, get that return customer when they see, oh, this was a good experience.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have a lot of return customers. Yeah.
Because
What
that's the
I
thing.
actually
I
love
don't care what
doing,
the price of a brick is. If I get a sour experience, I am not going back.
what I love doing is actually I love showing off. Or not even showing. I just like showing my BrickLink store. Like I've had a couple of people. My daughter is bad for this. She'll just open the door when people come to her house.
Sure.
I'm like, don't do that. And so one guy came. He's like, "Is that your BrickLink store downstairs?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You want to see it?" And he's like, "Sure." So I showed him it, and I like because I like. I don't know. You're showing your labor of love, right?
Yeah. Give me a second here. I got to fix this camera. I didn't realize it was going cockeyed on me.
Oh.
There we go.
Well, one of my children are up now. I can hear walking upstairs.
You hear the pitter patter.
Yep.
What's weird about working with these bricks is having to do the steps that force you to they expect parts to hover until you get to other parts. It's like, that really doesn't help me at all.
Yeah.
Because it's not like Lego or even Mega where you'll do a sub build and add that sub build on. Usually that's not the case with this. This is usually layer by layer, and they don't care if it doesn't connect yet. And they assume you're smart enough to make it work later.
Yeah, I've never really I have one mega set, and that's just the Halo Energy Sword. Other than that,
Yeah.
I've never really maybe as a kid I had a little mega, but I don't really remember much of it.
Well, that energy sword, that's absolutely a nice set.
But I grew up when I was in high school, Halo 3 got released, so
Oh, that was definitely a sweet thing. I mean, I liked everything from Combat Evolved up, but yeah, Halo 3, that's where they hit their stride.
We actually, my friends of mine own a video game store near my house, so we actually set a tent out in front, and me and my buddies missed a whole day of school the next day so we could play it all. And
Oh, no way.
yeah, my mother was not impressed with me. Let's just put it that way. And when I tell my wife that story, she just makes fun of me now. So a video game?
Yep.
It's life.
Well, see, when I used to play, I mean, I was equally into Rainbow Six as much as Halo. And Rainbow Six, the biggest game playing community for that was actually in Europe. So I was staying up to all hours playing with Europeans.
So what is your favorite Rainbow Six game then?
Actually, the first one, tell you the truth. The first one on the original Xbox.
Did you ever play? So one of mine that I first Rainbow Six I ever played was actually on N64.
Okay, so yeah, I can't speak to those.
No, my favorite's Vegas 2, personally.
Vegas 2 is nice.
I think Vegas 2, I played it a lot in high school with my buddy. We still talk about it.
How about Ghost Recon?
Never played a lot of Ghost Recon.
I liked it, but I never had as much fun with it as I did with Rainbow Six. See, when Rainbow Six was special for me with Xbox, because me and my guys, we get on, and I mean, we could have just as much fun just chatting in the lobby as playing, and then if we played, even better.
So that's kind of the difference of playing now to playing then. Like now, for me, that's my main socialization with my friends.
Yeah,
is playing video games, right? Like two of my good friends, they live in Calgary. They don't live in Saskatoon. So the only way we communicate is that. What's up? Oh, I'm on stream. Yeah. If you want to not be on camera, then you might want to leave. Nah. And say hi. Say hi? No? Okay.
Shazam.
Yeah, no. So we were playing. Have you heard of Sea of Thieves?
No.
So Sea of Thieves this is when we were talking yesterday in the chat about getting a PC or a console.
Yeah.
I would suggest if you're going to go console, I would suggest Xbox myself.
Well, I was always an Xbox guy. I ran XboxScene.com from 2001 to 2009. We were the #1 site for modding, customizing, mod shipping, all that good stuff.
Well, I just gotta say, Xbox Game Pass is superior to every other online.
Yeah. Well, live. I mean, I was willing to
Live
pay.
was superior as well.
Yeah, I mean, I had no problem paying, the 40, 50, $60 for live service when, everyone else's was free. It's like, yeah, but everyone else's free thing was crap.
Exactly. And like, so I'm on PC, but I have Xbox Game Pass.
Okay.
So that's Sea of Thieves is on Xbox Game Pass. You're a pirate. You sail the seas. You play with your friends. You go against computer and you go against real people.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. So we played that last night, and then afterwards, me and my one other friend played Warzone, which I still like Warzone. It gets a little. You've heard of the term sweaty?
Sure.
Yeah, it's like it gets sweaty every once in a while, just people overcompensating, but I still love it for what it is.
I love watching Dr. Disrespect.
Oh, in my mind,
he's crazy entertaining at times.
He has the best character he's ever like. I don't even think he's that great of a gamer. Like he's a decent.
He's not. And that's
he's not that
good.
Good of a gamer.
He's absolutely good. Like he can carry. I mean, he can carry himself pretty good and be competitive. But like when I watch him play with Z Laner and even Tim the Tatman and stuff, it's like, okay, I know he likes to talk a lot of trash, but even Tim seems to outplay him a lot.
And I think Tim's trash.
And Tim is trash.
Personally, it's Doc's character. Like his the mullet and the glasses, like
it's just beautiful.
The clip where
the guy needs to get into like pro wrestling or something else, just because like the character is hilarious and he lives it, as much as he can. Like he definitely carries it.
Like his catchphrase, like yeah. Like it's just fun.
My wife, see, I'll turn it on and just because it bothers my wife so much. If there's nothing else on, I'll absolutely watch his live streams.
Oh, I watch his live streams all the time, almost every day. I'll be at home,
and then sometimes the stuff that's recorded afterwards and edited. I'll watch that too sometimes just for giggles. Now that kid Z Laner though that he kind of brought up, that guy is just like amazing. He smokes everyone I see him play with.
Drop a piece. Yeah, no, I haven't really watched a lot of him. I usually just watch Doc and.
Well, Z Laner's Canadian, I think.
Is he? Oh, okay.
I think so. I think he's out your way or maybe BC. But the kid is good, legitimately good.
I love Doc though. Doc he's hilarious.
Yeah. Well,
and he genuinely cares about the community too, which to me you could tell like fakeness right away, or I can at least. And he does not seem fake about how much he loves video games and how they've changed his life, and he has so much respect for the community that he has built. Like as he says, I can get a $1 donation, $10 donation. I don't care. He's like, I appreciate all of it. He's like,
I see that.
Where I just see, I don't know, like Tim is now owns part of what the Dallas Cowboys does for a game, like the a gaming, what would it be called? A group or whatever he owns.
Well, I know that Tim's getting some major sponsors and promotion now. Like he got to do one of his sessions in a game the sports arena.
That was Dallas. He's playing in Dallas.
Yeah, and it's like that. That was huge.
It's because he's a part of a team now, right? And he owns a part of that team, and so does the Dallas Cowboys own the other part of it.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's
doing okay.
Oh yeah, he's doing great. But I don't know. I prefer Doc's just hilarious.
See, we don't hear too much about the lawsuit between Doc and Twitch.
Well, he's talked about it a little bit, but he just I think he got banked. Like he got paid.
He had to, because that was a solid deal he had, and they walked away from it. Like just to shut him up.
I watched.
I would kill to know why they really did it, though. I would kill to know.
Well, like Tim's does a lot of promotions with other people. Like Ninja is probably the most well-known streamer ever, in my mind. I'm not saying he's the best.
Yeah.
He's one of the most well-known. He's been on so many other things.
Yeah.
But like Tim does a lot. He does stuff with Ninja now too.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have
I'm
to check.
not a huge Ninja person. I don't mind him. He was on an interview during Pat McAfee, and that was hilarious. He was pretty funny there, but
No, Doc's got to find a WWE deal, even if it's just a one-off, or even just to promote the wrestling game or something silly. Well, it's like, so he's got, his character and likeness in a few video games now. Like I think he's in one of the NBA games and something else, and it's like, come on, they got to make a Doc character for a wrestling game.
People have made like custom ones. I've seen.
Yeah, but I want a proper skin.
Have you seen how tall he is?
He's like 6'4" or something. Like
he's like 6'7". He's
really
huge. He's very tall.
When he walks the conventions in the past, like it's just hilarious to he's something else. And like the last time I saw him do, he had like the shortest security dressed up like him, sort of, with a vest and everything. And I thought, what a joke this is. I mean, the guy was up to his belly button.
Yeah. I love it. I said Doc is by far the funniest, and I think he's the best show to watch during gaming.
Oh yeah, no, he's entertaining.
The worst thing is if anyone tries to build like a different character, not necessarily like Doc, but maybe semi-similar funny-wise, they're always going to get trashed on for being, trying to be Doc.
Oh yeah. No, he set a certain standard that no one's going to be able to rip off without people acknowledging. Yeah, you're just lifting Doc's work. Now, even Z-Laner has dressed up intentionally like Doc, but it's just like an homage, just a goof. That's just Z-Laner trying to find his own little comedic timing. But that's probably all I watch as far as video game YouTubing is Doc and maybe a little Z-Laner and maybe a little Tim Tatman.
Yeah, like I'm subscribed to both of them, but whenever I like both of them are on usually at the same time, I'll watch Doc streams instead just because.
Oh yeah, no, if there's a choice, it's got to be Doc's.
Yeah, but it's always funny.
I'll tell you the truth. The biggest kick I get out of watching Doc is watching the money coming in, though. And I'll sit there, I'll point out to my wife, another 50, another 100, another 20. And I just keep calling it out. It's just something else.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not that good of a gamer to ever stream, so I'll never do that.
Oh god, I've actually put a few videos up just of crap I'll record off the phone and mirror and record. And no, the days of me doing video gaming and trying to put that online, like nah.
A couple of years ago, we were almost in. We were going to enter in some. You've heard of the game Apex Legends?
Yes.
Yeah. We had. There's 3 of us that were playing, and we actually were doing really, really good together. And we almost did a couple tournaments, but we just,
Oh, you didn't go through with it?
No, we just. One of the guys didn't feel comfortable doing it, and I was like, okay.
I mean, there's a lot. I mean, that game just looks so different to me. I mean, I guess that's what's good about it, is that it does look different.
It's a hard game to pick up, play, drop, and then pick up again. You have to kind of stay with it.
Okay.
To stay relevant and to stay competitive enough. And that's one reason why I don't play it anymore, is I don't have time to put in 3 hours a day on it.
Well, that's one reason I never went on with the consoles, just because that time suck. It's because it ate up a huge chunk of my life, even affected my work for a while.
See, I game at night, like when my wife goes to bed pretty early if she has to work, so my kids, if they're in bed and I'm not working the next day, I'll stay up. I used to stay up till late gaming with friends, but they usually go to bed early now. But daylight savings time's coming up, so Saskatchewan doesn't change, but everyone else does. So that works out better for gaming, actually.
Sure.
I thought you get kicked off. I was talking about the Farmer's Almanac with my grandparents this morning. So.
Oh, really?
Yes. I was telling them how a guy out east didn't think the Farmer's Almanac still existed.
I'll tell you, that's the thing. I was actually shocked that it's still a publication. Yeah, you can still find a print copy.
We live it out here.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's my whole family is some of the we still farm in my family, right? And I work in the agriculture industry, so we talk about it at work all the time. It's kind of funny, actually.
So, do you really feel? And I can't speak to the contents of that book. I haven't looked at one in 20 or 30 years. But can you speak to how sort of accurate it is? Like when they say, "Oh, the weather will be this in 6 months to a year," and it kind of pans out that way, or is it just really too general that it could always be good? Or
most of the time, it actually does pan out that way.
Really, eh?
Or it feels like it does. Maybe it doesn't to someone outside, but it's like you and I have talked before how different, like we're in the same country, but how different my world is compared to your world.
Oh, for sure.
And that's one thing. Like weather for us out here is so much different than it is there, and on both sides. Like sometimes you guys have extreme heat and we have extreme cold. That's just And as Ryan and I think both have said, like we're built different in Manitoba and Saskatchewan because of the weather.
Well, I find it's like that in Newfoundland. When I visited my wife's family, and just the way they live is clearly they're tougher people because the weather shifts and what they deal with being out there, basically out in the ocean, is something else.
Who's Cabbage Face?
Hey, Cabbage Face is an awesome YouTuber in the UK.
Oh, okay.
And the king of Kobe these days. Kobe sets, military sets, cars, all that great stuff. Yeah, you want to see some great stuff, you got to check him out on YouTube and Instagram.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never looked at the Kobe sets, really. I was looking at I was watching a video yesterday done by Atlanta Brick Co. They were talking about BrickLink in general, and they were talking about like how they do a lot of custom mocks and like sets to sell in their store,
right?
And just the amount of one part they'll sell or that will sell out for them really quick.
Yep.
In BrickLink stores. So yeah, it was, and then they're talking about what's that company that does all the military Lego sets in the States?
Brickmania.
Brickmania, yeah, that's what they're talking about. So
yeah,
those are cool. I'm not a military person, but yeah, those are pretty neat.
Oh no, their sets are impressive. But they're so expensive. I mean,
wow.
It puts Lego to shame, but you get it when you see, you talk to Jason Kamlick, and that guy is, or even Shy Time.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of his videos about it.
Yeah, probably. Shy Time's got 3 or 4 key sets, and they're just things of beauty.
And they're all Lego too, which is impressive.
Yeah, and that there's a cost to that too, right? If they could find a good, reliable, and that's the key word, reliable seller of quality parts that are not Lego and bring that cost down, that would be huge. But that's the tough part.
See, I don't think they would sell as much. I think having it be Lego is actually better for them.
You'd think that, but when you look at what these other guys do, when everyone else who sells military sets and all these alternatives to Lego, and they're making mad money, people are looking for alternatives. And everyone cries, "Oh, Lego's expensive," and I don't really give a crap about those discussions. It's always been expensive. It has always been expensive. It was never the cheap toy. Not in the 80s, not compared to anything. It was never the cheap toy. It sucks. I would love to see it be a more entry level toy, but it's never going to be that. Lego's never going to allow that.
So do you think COVID actually made Lego more valuable?
Oh, for sure. And I absolutely feel that Lego took advantage of a situation, knowing everyone's at home. Many people around the world were being given money in their respective countries to prop up the economy and keep people quiet and keep them from rebelling against some of the archaic crap they were telling us to do. And I seriously feel they profited huge from the shenanigans.
So I read an article about how they think that Lego is now no longer going to be considered a kid's toy because of the way they're pushing with the adult sets, and that they've actually been losing money on a lot of the kids stuff, but they've been releasing a lot of the adult stuff.
There's always winners and losers, different themes. Like, and some stuff's coming, but like Indiana Jones is coming out next year. Well, there's a movie tie-in that'll help that. But I think there's always a cycle that comes and goes. And if you look at some of the kiddie-centric sets, you look at it, and they are really kiddie-centric. Look at the Marvel stuff that's not based on movies right now, like the Infinity Saga, and look at some of these sets, like they're just really not good. They're just really not good, where even the adults don't want to touch them.
Well, so I think even the adults don't want to touch some of the adult, like the Black Panther bust. Do you know anybody?
I walked by it, 5 times today. And I look at it and I go, even if I had the money for that, it's just a big black piece of. I mean, it's the argument that people have with Star Wars. Oh, it's a big gray piece of Lego. This is a big black piece of Lego. And if you're going to do a bust, why would you make it of the Black Panther if you have the entire Marvel universe? You could have done one with some detail,
Yeah.
Hey, how about a weird one? Like, well, Spider-Man. Okay, Spider-Man wouldn't be weird, but Spider-Man, that'd be an easy sell. Spider-Man.
Well, Spider-Man, you can do so many variants too.
All the variants are open to you. Or if you want to do something with interesting potential detail, how about Thanos' face? Black Panther, a big black piece of Lego. I don't know. I'll tell you though, when I walked by that giant Iron Man thing, though, that one had me wondering because it looks awesome.
Like the Hulk, the new Hulk. So I've heard the new Hulkbuster sucks.
Well,
the build
is hollow. Well, look. Well, here's the thing. So I got to walk around it and everything, and that thing is just a beast, And it feels like it's probably 24 or 28 inches tall, at least from my perspective from looking at it. But it's like, it's hollow on the inside because they're hoping you'll buy that other set and stick it down the middle. And it's like, I don't know.
Honestly, the last Marvel, I guess, exclusive, I think the Gauntlet looked good, and I think Thor's hammer looks good. And after that, I don't think any of the other ones do. Like both the Nano Gauntlet and the Infinity Gauntlet, I think those are cool. I like.
Well, so I got the Infinity one. I'm looking at it now. I thought of the Nano, and I figured, well, if I'm going to get one or the other, I'll get the Thanos glove. It just means more to me.
Yeah.
I read the original Infinity Saga, Crusade, whatever they called it. There was 2 series when I was a kid. I read them both. Seeing the Iron Man one, don't really care for that glove, that gauntlet. It's 1x6s. Must be 1x6s. Cabbage says Brickmania is so overpriced. My view of Kobe does the sets better at a quarter of the price. I love so many of the Kobe sets. I really hate those figures, but I think anyone who likes Lego minifigures are going to hate Kobe figures, and they can't wrap their head around any alternatives. But some of those Kobe sets are so beautiful. I'd like to get some of the big flagships, the big aircraft carriers and stuff. I don't know if they're still in production, though. But I know here in Canada, we can still go to a store, Play Value Toys, and pick up a lot of those sets in Ottawa. I think right now, though, everyone I watch at all, I think Cabbage has probably got more Kobe than anyone I know right now. This is tricky. Let's see. The worst part of these instructions is they gray out the previous colors, and it's just horrible. Still no real idea how tall this one's going to be.
Almost done all the macaroni bricks or whatever they're called.
Oh, I love macaroni bricks.
I'm doing the big one.
Every time I touch them, it gives me ideas of stuff I should be doing something with this,
Yeah, I'm listing what. So I do. I don't know if I do my stuff backwards or if most other BrickLink stores do it. Is I have all my Legos sorted by like type, I guess. So like all bricks,
Sure.
all 2x bricks, all 1x bricks, all 1x plates, 2x plates, whatever.
Yep.
So what I'll do is I'm doing like a massive amount of macaroni bricks, let's say, but I'm doing all the colors, not just one color.
Okay.
So I don't know if anyone. And I do all my loading through BrickLink. I don't have a Brick Freedom or Brick Packer or anything like that.
Okay. Oh man, what did I mess up here? Something's not right.
Already?
Yeah, well, remember how I said they don't gray out, or they gray out your previous steps, and it's like it can be really hard sometimes to get this right.
Go play.
Yeah, I missed the white row, and that's another thing. It's like, and then one above. 1, 2, 3. One above that. Okay. And then this one.
Man, that stuff looks like it's so tiny that my big fingers would just.
Oh, it's, when I did Iron Man, I tell you, I had to take the days in between just because it hurt.
You've been streaming a lot lately. It's the winter season, right?
Well, I have a certain incentive. I want to get through the import Chinese stuff because I want to start building all the cars, all the
like speed champions, or what's
all the speed champs,
okay.
All the Hot Wheels, the symbol block ones. I've got like 5 manufacturers of cars I want to blow through, and I can't really. And even the DeLorean I want to do, the Technic Jeep I want to do. I want to do all the automobiles, and I can't do them until I get through these Chinese ones because I've never had a backlog of this stuff before. And it's just not doing me well to have. I'm at a loss here. It's like, if I do this, it doesn't work. I'm counting the layers and I'm trying to figure out where the math isn't working because they want me to do something and it's like, no.
Oh, so one more macaroni to do and I'm done. Just a light bluish gray.
Nice. Still seems like I am out a layer.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to deconstruct it. It's like, so at that point, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's absolutely a missing row. There's absolutely a missing row.
I'm just gonna exit stream or not exit. I gotta go upstairs. My children are yelling at each other.
Sure. It'll give me a chance to figure out where I effed up. So yeah. So we're gonna use this awesome puller here. And I really even that doesn't seem right. What the hell? What the hell? So if I could take it back down to what level here? Where are we at? Hour 48. And I'll sort these parts out a little bit. But this is just in a horrible state right now. It's weird to use this as a puller, but you have to. For some parts, you just never get them up. It works surprisingly well. So I need to take this down to 3. I'm almost down now.
I'm back.
Shazam.
Oh, sorry. They're fighting over banana bread.
You know what? That's a worthy fight. Fresh banana bread. Yep, that's a worthy fight. So for sure, okay. So I at least see the row I'm likely missing. That sucks. And even the technique for pulling this stuff off is definitely different. Yeah, see that third row. So now I know the row I'm missing. Shoot. But I'll have to check it, compare it. That's too bad. That's there. These should not be there. Ah, don't do that. I hate backtracking a build, but what can I do?
Yeah, my backlog's actually getting pretty big too. I don't build it often as much anymore. It's what happens when you run a BrickLink store.
Well, I want to get to a point where, like, some of the stuff just takes up so much space in the box. Like, I was showing my wife a Sembo box. Now, the product in the box is the same size car as the Speed Champs.
Yeah.
Okay. But I could put 3 Speed Champ box in the same carton as the Sembo shipping in. It's like, you dirty buggers. I get it. You want that display space, especially now that, you know, Blue Band, sorry, that you got Toys R Us giving you shelf space, so you want to have that nice display product. I get it, but that is just crazy to waste that much space. I mean, you feel like you're not even getting a product in there. I mean, it's priced right, so I'm happy, but it's like you could do much better. You don't have to waste that much space.
Now I'm doing some of these funky slopes. I don't know, weird ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, Jesus. Again. At least I know where it went, but
I was wondering, how good do you think stickered pieces sell?
as long as they're in decent condition, because everyone's going to say, "Can I see a picture of it?"
I have so many stickered pieces, but I've never listed any before.
Oh, dude, no, you have
I
to,
should.
especially if there's a chance any of them are rare or hard to get. No, you gotta do it. Okay, so it's third row. Yeah, now I see why I screwed this up. I had to take apart 5 layers to fix one. No. Yeah. But it looks like I got it.
Well, I think I'm going to take off because I am going to take a break from sorting Lego.
Yeah, I'm probably going to scrounge for, I don't want to say a snack because I shouldn't be snacking, but it's almost 4.
I haven't eaten lunch yet, so I might go have some warmed up craft dinner. We'll see.
I've got, for sure, one more. Well, I got 8 o'clock Eastern. I got new bricks, and then 9 o'clock Eastern will be Ryan's stream, assuming he's still going to do it. He's going to build, and I'll build with him.
Nice. What are you guys building?
I'll build whatever I'm working on. If it's this, it's this.
Okay.
If it's something else, it might even be the other Smurf. I don't know. I think he's doing the gunship.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The playset version, and but basically I'm home all day, so I'm probably going to just take a half-hour break and then build more.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going anywhere tomorrow either, so I'm going to be doing some more sorting as well.
Tomorrow I got to work. That sucks. I'm looking for VTO time there, and I'm not seeing it show up on my app. It's like, come on, boss.
Oh, that sucks.
Give me some VTO time.
All right, well, we'll catch you later. Thanks for having me on.
All right, take it easy.
Peace.
That is Jordan, 306 Bricks. You can find his store on BrickLink. So I want to at least get this back to where I was before I screw this up. But at least I got that layer in now. Yeah, see, and it lines up right too. It's like, oh, I can't believe I did that. Rookie. Rookie. Hopefully. Actually, I'll take the headset off now. If anyone wants on, just yell at me in the chat and I'll put the headset back on. I forgot how hot that thing gets wearing that. I mean, I had no expectation I would fly through this. Iron Man, though, was 2 to 3 times what this is. I can't even imagine what this is on the bottom. I got a nose. It's not one boot. Oh, maybe it's the waist. Maybe we're working. I don't know. I made some weird assumptions as to the bottom, but I can't really tell what it is. Okay, 7 is done. Going on to 8. But yeah, it's very hard to figure out your rows. Hopefully Smurfette looks good. And I want to do Smurfette first because Papa Smurf's the one I really like, but I wanted to get 2. I figured, well, what's more iconic than Smurfette and Papa Smurf? Those 3 1x4s. Oop, oop. One by 6. And then one by 6s. So am I shy of 1x4 now? I'm shy of 1x4 now. And then from there, it's going to be one of these, one of these, 1x2, one by 2, and if it messes it up again, though, okay, it should be good this time. Nice. All right. See, that's what we want. See, when it works, it's great. So we're 2 hours even. I can't begin to tell you where we are at. I'm guessing now it's kind of more the middle. Like she's kind of like that. And that was step 10 out of 61 steps. Step 11. White tile. 2 singles. 2 of these in white. Excuse me. The other 2 in white. I'm not a fan of the sharp bits. And then 2x3s in blue. And 2 of these in blue. Oh my goodness. Trying to push these singles in. They're not hard, but I can see some people using a tool to do this part for sure. I feel like pulled. There we go. I was going to say the wrong part. Let's see if I can hold off eating until 6. Go just a bit longer. Okay, so I don't think she's going to be too crazy tall. I don't. Man. And I put it in the wrong spot. There we go. Don't like relying on that tool, but it's getting me out of jail. All right. Step 11. Okay, now I look at 12. This is 2x3. Looks like a 6 and a 4. Another 2x3. One by 2. L plate. Another L plate. One. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, you can go blind on this. One, two, three, 4, and a 1x3. Well, she's gonna have nice golden hair, that's for sure. One by 2. L plate. And that looks like another one of those. So now the big trick. Trying to figure out where everything's going to go. God, this stuff is so small. And that's supposed to be there. Okay, so that's not right. Let's make more mistakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm not sure on the whys or hows of that, but definitely tricky. A lot of mental math you have to do here. Maybe that's why they say Lego and other similar bricks are just really good for mental capacity. Problem solving, cognitive skills. I don't know, maybe it's wishful thinking on my part. Say these L's are the worst though. 1, 2, 2x4. One by 3. See, that worries me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come all the way across. L plate. Another L plate. What's it? I'll do another one on the inside. This is the third row. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then what? One L plate. See, so I got a problem again. These are all over. Oh, Jesus. These are all over by one. Assuming that is my only mistake. That's step 13. Six and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 L plates. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One by 3, 2 by 2. 1 by 3, 2 by 2. 2 by 3. And maybe another L. Maybe a 2. I think I already did a 2 by 3, but One, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me. So 2 by 4 from here. Two of these L's here. Two by 6, 2 by 6. One L this way. Another L this way. Two by 3 up. Another L this way. Another L this way. Another 2 by 3. 2 by 2. 1 by 3. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see. Yeah, 2 by 8. Cool. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two by 3. 2 by 4. 2 by 4. So it looks like that's a 2 by 4. And it looks like that's a 2 by 4. L plate here. Come on, be good. Evil. Where is this one going to go? That's sticking out. 2 by 4 behind it. Another L. Another 2 by 4 behind that one. One more L. Just staircasing all the way up. Two by 3. And one more L. So we did this. Looks like a 1x4. Right down a little. One L. 1x3. 2x4. Nice. That was step 15. That is not so easy to tell where that's going. So this is the key point. Two by four. So we're on step 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. White one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Three over. Okay. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be inset 1. It's going to be this way, and this way, and then this way, and then 2 by 8 across here, or there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 L's. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. 3. That's at 4:30. That's 4:30. We're almost 3 hours in. That's okay. Geez, there's another one in that mess. Two by 6. Yeah, another L. There's my other watch, about 30 seconds off, which makes sense. Oh, so this just now attaches here. Ooh, okay. So something I'll have to be careful of. That's back for hair. Um, 2 white. No, wrong ones. It's not going to be those ones. It's going to be these ones. That's the problem. Like, you just don't know sometimes. Blue 1x2. 2x3s of these. We're on step 18 right now. 2 2x4s. One of those. 2x6. Two by 4. 2 L plates. Another L plate. 1x3. Another 1x10. 2 1x4s. 1x3. Another L plate. 2x4. L plate. 1x2. 1x4. 1x3. Okay, let's see how good we do here. So yeah, it's kind of from the top of her skirt up right now. And that'll be 3 over. I'm going to hate this every time I push down on this if it's going to want to pop. Where? Oh, you're here. One by 4 across the back. One by 3. there. Plate here. 2x4 down from here. L plate, L plate. 2x6. Feels like there could have been a better way to do that. I screwed that up. And probably that one up. Come on. 4 or 3? 3. 3. Then this one. And then, yeah, see, that looks better. Aha. Aha, said the blind man. 3. And then these two. All right, she's coming along. Step 19 out of 61. No, 18 out of 61. 1x4. 2x6. 1x4. Okay, so now it's just the yellows. Impossible to see yellows. A 3 and a 4. Three, 4. Three way out here. Come on, you gotta go on. 3. 2x4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe another one. 2x4. 1x2. 2, 1, 2, 3 L plates. Come on. Okay. 1 L that way, 1 L this way. 1 L up. Oh, Jesus. So now I got to figure out where did that just pop from. It's a lot of downward pressure. Okay, so I'm going to leave that as is for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh, 1 by 6. Dead centered. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It probably broke in the best way it possibly could. Okay, so that's step 19. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm not 100% sure. So how far over would that be? Actually, before I put those on, let's put on some yellows. 3, 4. Three. Oh boy, that's just horrible. 4. 3, 4, and that's going to be just 1 up. Coming all the way across. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3 plates. And a 2 by 3. That's 1. Move that one up. 2. 2 by 3. And set by 1. Use this to hug that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 2 1x4s. And then 1, 2. 2 all plates here. Uh, 2x4, 2x3. 2x4, 2x3. Okay, another 2x4 there. So, coming along. She's coming along. Uh, 2x4, 1x4. And the yellows. 1x6. 2x3. 2 all plates. That's 1 L plate. That's another L plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 2x6s. And 2 1x4s. L plate. 2x6. One by 2. L plate. And 1x4. Oi, this is horrible. I can't even tell what the next one is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's more on this side. Yuck. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So And then what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put a blue on there. And then a what? And then an L plate. Blue L plate. Wow, that's horrible. But they don't. I don't even know if this is right. One, two, three, four. And then what? 1, 2, 3. Wow, really? Hey, Greg, how you doing? Sorry, I'm just really engrossed in this mental math. Got these tiny, tiny little bits again, just like the Iron Man build. Oh, man. Look how horrible that is. That's horrible. Horrible. I mean, I've already got Smurfette 50-50 because if I put it all together while pushing all these other parts, it's just not going to work. There's no way that's staying on. It just isn't. I don't believe it for a minute. And then this side is going to be another 1x6 L plate. I gotta stop this at 250. I gotta stop at 3 o'clock. That's all there is to it. My butt is killing me. Oh. And then I'll probably do another build stream, and then we'll do new bricks. And then I don't know. We'll play it by ear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I do need 14 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Tell you sneeze, it's game over. You sneeze with this stuff, it is game over. So I want to say, what's the right way of doing this one? Tell you the amount of patience you need to do this right. Okay. I still got to sandwich all that back together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. 2. So what you doing today, Greg? Anything? Okay, so those are on. Biddy. Thank you, Apple. So that should have been step 22. 23. I'll put this red piece in because it's a good way to make everything stand out. She got red lips. Apparently she got red lips. 1 by 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, be good. Push it on because I want it to stick. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. That helps. I assume it's the same over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Really? So, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. One left. And other than that, how's my yellows doing? 2 by 4. I'm going to put a line through it so I don't look at it. 1 by 3. 2 by 3. 2 by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 4 and a 3. 1, 4. 1, 3. One L-shaped bracket. Plate. 2 by 3. 1 by 4. 1 L. And 1 by 2. All right. Let's give her. 2 by 4. 1 by 3. 2 by 3. 2 by 6. Really? No, that. There we go. 2 by 6. One by 4. 1 by 3. 2 by 8. 1 plate to hug that. 2 by 3. 1 by 4. 1 by 2 sticking out. And 1 L plate. Sweet. Nice 3D depth to her. Smurfs are blue. Where are we at? Okay, we just hit 3 hours. Okay. I mean, I would love to finish this side. Maybe that should be my goal. Finish the one side. Oh, I see. I was doing so good. That's the first one I pushed out. This is definitely something I should be done in chunks and attached together so you don't push everything out with each step. There we go. I know it still doesn't look like much. Let's see, 4s, 2x2s, 2 of these, 2 of these, 2x6s in blue. I mean, we're just about half done from what I can tell. And then yellows. 2x3 L plate, 3x4, 1x2, 2x6, 2x3 L plate, 2x3, 2x3, and a single. Jordan's messaging Ryan, but I can't see it just yet. Come on. RCMP Manitoba received a 911 call from a man asking where he could rent a Zamboni for an upcoming hockey tournament. We understand that in Canada this could be an emergency to some. However, this is not a valid reason to dial 911. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, I'm going to start at this. Oh, hey, there's another one. I don't think I got that in. So let's get that first. Yellow. I like the kids who call 911. But mommy told me to go to bed. Those kids are adorable. 2x6. 2x3. L plate. 2x3. Two by three. And a single one. It's coming along. Sounds like someone out of province, maybe visiting. Definitely not the cat. Yeah, there's always Always ridiculous people calling 911. I love it when they're high and they're calling 911 for ridiculous reasons. I know it sucks because of the burden on the system. Oh, look at that. Okay, cool. All right. I'm pretty sure this is the last step we're going to do, and then we'll cut it short. 3 hours is a lot, especially for this old man. 3 2x3s. Looks like 2 2x2s, 2 1x3s. 1 2 3 of the 2x3s. And yellow, 1 2 3 4 5 6. 2x6. That looks like 1 2 3. 1 2 3. That looks like it's probably an L plate. Actually, probably 2. 2x3. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1x4. L plate. 2x6. So I'm going to assume that's the 1x2 point. I don't know if beyond the Smurfs and like the Iron Man I just did, and actually my wife's flowers, realistically, I'm probably going to have to finish those flowers. I think she's given up on them. I don't know if I want to pursue sets in this scale. It's not a scale I'm happy with. I like the end result, I guess, but don't know if I want to monkey with it anymore. Why did oh. Did I do everything but that one step? Oh, son of a gun. That is an interesting way of doing details for the mouth. See, yellow. Yellow plate. L plate. One by four. Oh, what did I screw up? Okay, so gotta take these three off. Guess these are gonna kind of look like teeth a little. I'm looking like, how come I haven't used the white pieces yet? Oh my god, it's horrible. Well, that's cool. I'm gonna put some mouth in there. Little teeth. Little teethy. Show me your toothies. One L this way. One L that way. Straight down. Two, three, one. Okay, I'm going to try and reassemble her. There we go. Very nice. So, this is what we've got so far. Back of her hair. Empty skull. I'm sure there's no hidden meaning there. All right, so that's the first page done. We'll finish her skull and her feet tomorrow or later tonight. Hey, Eileen. You caught me right on the tail end, so we're literally halfway. Instructions for this is a big poster. I did 1 through 25, and later on I'm going to do 26 to 61. Yeah, that's the plan. All right, we're shutting her down. I need to get off this chair. 3 hours sitting, 3 hours, 15 minutes sitting in the chair. That's too much. All right, catch you guys. I'll probably do another build stream after I find some food. And then 8 p.m. tonight Eastern, new bricks today here. And probably 9 p.m. Eastern on Ryan, the Brick Maniac 81's channel. We're going to be doing something there. As soon as I have a link, I will post a link for that. Take it easy, guys. Peace.